Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
This is a real lean in. Hey, girl.
Yeah, hey, girl.
Hey, I gotta work. I gotta do something about my shoulders and upper arms. Somebody's like, "You got a huge head." I'm like, "Well, the beard, but then, yeah, man, look at this shit."
If there's no kind of workout that you can shrink your head.
I look physically deformed. I look like
That's not true.
I look like a piece of broccoli.
I'd be the first to say something like that to fuck with you, but I don't see it, man.
You don't? I don't look tiny. That's what I'm trying.
No, I mean, you look like you look like the tallest lawn gnome who gets the most pussy. Is that a bad thing? I mean, you're a handsome one. You're in decent shape. You don't have the belly that they typically.
I look like that Keebler elf that fucks,
with a beard.
The only thing I can fit in that tree is my dick. You know what I'm saying?
You
Hey, girl.
I mean, hey, God. I get through a lot of lawns. You know what I'm talking about.
The snickered or doodle, I'll tell you that much. I don't know. I'm in a mood.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird being in the song Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden.
I'm sick of the apocalypse dick tease, man. Like, just do it.
Yeah. It's a lot of put your right leg in, put your right leg out.
What if locusts, what would be surprising at this point?
Frogs falling from the sky, like in Magnolia.
Yeah. But would it be shocking, or would you just be like, how about that?
Yeah, exactly. Be like,
well, I should have expected this at this point. I should have expected it.
Yes. Frogs. Locusts would not be surprising. If the birds just started attacking us, not surprising.
This is man, I'm using Hey Girl as my therapy. I missed last week. I hope everybody had fun.
It's all right. You were on the road through flame infested roads.
Yeah. Hold on, Carrie. I locked Rachel out of the house. Hold on.
Oh no. It's okay.
Keep talking.
So listen, while he's gone, I've been worried about Kyle. He's been taking a lot of pills, collecting knives, weird ones like that one from Cobra with the handle and the.
I still have I don't listen. The knives are good knives. They're regular knives.
Yeah, could you hear me that whole time?
Yeah, that's what these are.
I just want one fan of the show to be like, oh no, oh god.
They know about the knives.
Yeah, I know.
Computer's on the knife table right now, but I haven't gotten any.
Who do you and Isaac Fitzgerald? I got your book, by the way. Thank you. I haven't told you officially.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool, man.
I'm very excited to read it to Rose. But do you think you and an author of How to Be a Pirate, Isaac Fitzgerald, do you guys compare knives? I know he has quite the collection, doesn't he?
It did start with him. It was we were in San Francisco at his place, and he had bought a knife called the General of some homeless guy for $10. It was a big fella.
Oh, jeez.
And we were just drunk, throwing it into a table at his house.
Right.
And I was like, this is fun. I need a table for this.
Right.
And so I got home, and I had a table that I bought and painted back when I was living in Los Feliz with old John Vargas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what, man, people used to set up, people used to do a yard sale on our yard that didn't live in the building. They would just come to that corner and set up stuff. And then they used a table, not the table I have, but a different table that I had in my parking space to display their wares. And then they took my table. Like, I stand there watching them. I'm like, I think they're using my table. And then they packed up and left with my table. I'm like, you're having a yard sale and you're leaving with more shit than you started with. It's not your yard, and you're collecting more junk. Like, they completely misconstrued the concept of a yard sale.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it was like a cheap table, and I was I'm going to say something. I'm like, actually, I didn't want the table. That's why I was in the parking space.
Take that off my hands.
That's good. I should be like, all right, $2,
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, I got a few. You got to have a knife in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, a knife in the toolkit. You don't have a knife in your car? I should have gotten you a knife.
No, I have a baby, Kyle. I can't have a knife in the car.
That's why you got to have a knife. You got to fend off marauders. Yeah, baby. So you got yourself a white baby, man. Those cost a lot of money.
This again?
Yeah, man. You got real real valuable white baby in that house, man. You got to protect it. White baby better than gold coming up. I'll tell you that. White baby better than oil. You know that. You got an electric car. Nobody needs oil. They need them white babies.
No, I have a car that runs on white babies. There we go. Close the joke. We did it. How are you breathing? Are you breathing okay? I mean, I hope everybody out there in California is fucking staying indoors. I drove.
Where are you?
I'm in LA. I'm just talking to the fellow Californians and the Oregonians. Like, the air is pure death. It's off. My parents in Portland. My mother was like, it's a toxic air quality here. Officially, it's like, Jesus. There's this app that you can get that's I think by the EPA or something that EPA. Thanks, Beb. That Kara showed me that, like, you can just put in where you are and it shows. And Portland's like deep in the red zone.
Yeah, I was looking at just numbers. It was like, well, LA is like 38 and it's not great. Beaverton was 212. Whatever those numbers mean, 212 is a lot more than 38. 38 wasn't good to begin with.
It's so bad, man. It's that thing where it's just this shit just keeps getting worse. You know, it's every year.
You gotta stay positive. You got to stay positive. You got that brand new white baby you got to look after.
With the fucking white baby shit.
Well, you knew what you were gonna have.
We prefer Irish. That's got to be a guy. No, we're not white. We're Irish. That is the whitest. Please.
And sunburn levels. But it was. We came down through Utah and drove past fires. It literally, like, the whole route we took is like, were we throwing lit matches out the car the whole way down here? Because everywhere we went was on fire.
It's funny that you're like you're like Hunter S. Thompson and his lawyer. What the fuck is his lawyer's name? At like Fear and Loathing, where they're just driving through the desert and they're not sure what they're doing. Like, you guys are just lighting matches and just throwing them, like, just not aware. You're outside Barstow when the drugs kicked in.
It was that pretty much. And we drove through Arizona and, like, we think the sun's out. Like, it's not cloudy, but there's the sun. Oh, I can look right at it because of all the smoke. How about it? It's just a dull orange ball in the sky.
Oh, and the Bay Area right now, holy shit. Just Blade Runner orange.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did Jake Brown says, Dr. Gonzo? Of course Jake would know.
Thank you. Thanks, Jake.
Of course Jake knows these references. I wonder if anybody has been devastated by hurricanes right now. At what point, there's no other part of the country to help the tumultuous part of the country. Like, everybody's fucked.
Yeah.
Everyone's we got to come together and help the survivors of the hurricane. Well, hold on, my shit's on fire.
It's like we're the neighborhood in Friday, and Debo keeps coming around and stealing our chains and punching us in the face. And there's nothing, you can't do shit against Debo. You got him at 40, homie. Oh man, you have to give him your money as a man, as a grown man, or he'll just beat your ass. The weather.
I might go to church. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I might go to church.
You were saying when we were doing sound check, you're like, this is biblical, right? I mean, there's no other explanation for this shit.
Like, if I was Christian, I would absolutely be like, see?
Right. Yeah.
Told you.
Well, like, I had that bit about how, like, on Big Dumb Animal, about, you know, they're like people blaming this kind of shit on gay people marrying and stuff.
That was a good bit.
But the lightning keeps hitting areas where there's not a lot of gays, like God's drunk and missing. But like, it's just it's fucking everybody. It's so bad. This is an exciting, fun episode we're doing.
Hey,
here.
Girl.
The bits are flying fast and furious.
This episode's called Oof, Girl.
Oof, Girl. Well, we'll get it fun. We got Sweet Ben Roy coming on. Big Taekwondo Daddy is coming on. punk rock.
He's got my name tattooed on him.
What?
We'll let him tell a story.
Holy shit. Okay, I don't know how I didn't know that.
Has anybody gotten a tattoo of any of your bits yet?
There was a guy who was going to get an eagle riding on a cowboy's back making chili from the Doors Whopper bit.
Yes,
but
that's a good tattoo. That's a tattoo you bring to a tattoo artist and they're like, thank you.
Yes.
This is what I wanted.
I don't know if he ever got it. I haven't heard anything official. I know you had that gal get your death of the party.
Yeah, well, I liked his old stuff better.
Oh yeah, okay.
Another gal did get a big dick bat tattoo.
What is it?
A big dick bat. I don't know if you heard that joke.
Yes. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's great.
That big old thigh piece of a bat upside down with big old dick. I was like, that's a bold. I got some dumb tattoos, but hot damn.
That's amazing. Yeah, I don't think I've had a lot of. Yeah,
you got more sensible fans.
Hit me up. I would love to see it.
You got a more sensible fan base, less spontaneous, maybe. Although the big dick bat one was a very intricate tattoo. That wasn't spontaneous. That one, she had to sit for a while for that one.
That's amazing. But we're not getting like at least 300 people who have our face on them, like say Joe Rogan. Like every time I'm on the internet, there's someone with a Joe Rogan face. Just like I wouldn't do that for any artist. I don't know. Like, is there any, like, maybe there is. Is there like a character? Give me a movie character or a living person you'd get a tattoo of their face.
A living person.
Let's say, well, okay, alive or dead. I'll make it easier for you.
Well, my buddy Dom always said he wanted to get John Candy.
Yes.
And have it say Unbreakable underneath it.
Yes.
From,
Uncle Buck.
From Uncle Buck. Unbreakable. Yeah.
Did you see that leg piece it was John Candy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with the mustache and the sweater. And it just says, go ahead, make fun. But you know what? I like me. It's like, it's so good. It's so good, though. It's so life affirming. I love it.
It is. It's like it makes my heart like I needed that. I need that kind of nice thing right now.
Did you see that? Have you seen the Ryan Reynolds thing he put together in tribute to John Candy with Every Time You Go Away over it? And it's all clips from his movies. You will fall.
No, I think I heard about it. I didn't want to cry, so I didn't watch it.
Kara showed it to me, and I'm just like, eyes welling. Like, it's just it ends with him just as Uncle Buck, that final wave. You're just like to the daughter.
I could easily come up with 100 celebrities I would cash in right now to get John Candy back.
Yeah.
Honestly, not even. I would say I'd say a good 90% of people that are listed under cast in an IMDb credit, I would get rid of to just have John Candy back.
Or what we call celebrities. Like, I mean, just the term of people with star power.
I was trying to. Rachel was like, "Listen, there's new. Like, we'll watch some trash. We'll watch 90 Day Fiance.
Now's the time
because you need a little bit." But she's "There's a new Real Housewives. It's set in Salt Lake City because she grew up there." And I was like, "I can't. In other times, I could appreciate this as some light trash entertainment, but things are bad, and I don't need to be reminded of." Who else is getting TV time outside of the talented people that I know and deserve it? Did you work hard and write something and put your heart and soul into it? Well, these 5 bitches want to talk behind each other's back and get lip injections. So we're going to give them 19 seasons.
Dude, if you want some fun, this writer, Brian Moylan, he's a British gay writer who writes about all the Real Housewives shows. And he breaks them down. So especially like Vanderpump Rules, which is my jam, breaks them down so hardcore. And the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills talks about how Denise Richards is an existential threat to the entire structure of that show because she's crazy, but she won't. she keeps like just going, why are you being so shitty to me? And like the whole thing that the producers keep doing is like talk shit about each other when they're not around. And she just keeps like just throwing a fuck. She like keeps knocking the checkerboard over like on camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just like it's perfect. You know.
Have you been to the restaurant?
I wanted to go to Tom Tom, but Kara's been there. But I haven't been to that. I haven't been to Sir. I haven't been to Pump.
We went to Sir.
Brutal.
And I didn't know about it, but it's like also called Sir Restaurant, but Sir stands for Sexy Unique Restaurant. So the name of it is Sexy Unique Restaurant.
ATM machine.
Yeah. Just I went, and it was like we're there, and everybody's just like, it was dumb. Like I'm gonna miss some LA stuff. I'm gonna miss some of it when I'm.
I mean, the one thing that I kind of, because did you hear Rage closed in West Hollywood? That giant gay club with the sign that just says Rage. Like never been, but I liked that it was there. You know, it's like the Manhole in Chicago.
I did appreciate gay clubs for just being threatening.
Yeah, the name. I remember that was oh God, how old was that joke? Like 1999. It was like, I love the Manhole. Such a great name for a gay bar. It works on so many levels. Well, too. Like that was stupid joke.
It was yeah, we were going to the Abbey for a minute.
Oh, fuck. Know what it made me realize? Ryan Ridley had a 9/11 joke about the Manhole. Because we all lived in Chicago, and this was probably.
Oh, we should share our favorite 9/11 jokes, hence because it is 9/11.
Why not?
And we listen. We can make fun of 9/11. 200,000 people have died this year already from political negligence. Why not make fun of 9/11?
Jesus. Well, he had that bit where he was like, America's coming back. I mean, the day after 9/11 happened, I walked by the Manhole. The penis was at half mast. Week later, it's strong. It's up again. Giant dick in the air. America's back.
I like Ben Kronberg's joke where he's just like, knock, knock.
Who's there?
9/11.
9/11 who?
You said you'd never forget.
Perfect.
Very Ben Kronberg
I will
joke.
see that joke and raise you Dan Mintz. I'll try to do Dan Mintz. I feel sorry for people who their birthdays on 9/11 because that means they get their birthday presents and their 9/11 presents on the same day. Love that joke.
Much respect to the fall. Whatever. Nihilistic. We're all gonna die. Please bring sweet death soon enough.
Speaking of sweet death, I'll have Roy introduce from what I can tell, this charity it throws camps for families in need, which is very cool, and does kind of like outward bound stuff. So let's see. Anyway, we got. I'll read the donations. Dustin Charles, $25. Swayze Meteor, $25. Snap Ticker, back again, $20. No Coin, $25. Sorry. Colin Brayton, $10.
Ride Crew. Yep. Ride Crew.
CBKS represent. Anxious Pangolin, right on, $10. Corey Austin, $25. And new Patreon member Dustin Cleveland, right on. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, they work with foster kids. Okay.
Yeah, they reconnect kids that were separated through the foster system for summer camp. That is a cool thing.
That is fantastic. It's awesome.
What's happened with you this week? Give me a positive thing, Matt.
Dude,
outside of your brand new white baby.
Let's talk about her. She is muscular.
I mean, it's a girl, so that's tough. That's already the values.
The values down. The market is what it is. Anchorman, it's science. Rose or Rose Baby, as we call her, or Roosevelt or Rosalind.
I like Roosevelt.
Is great, and she's muscular, and it's very fun on a hot day to put her in her baby jeans with no shirt on, and her hairline is very thin in the front and thick in the back. It's Danny DeVito-ish, so she looks like this kind of mildly disgruntled dude, and it's really great. It's the most fun. So
we got Halloween ideas yet?
You chilled out. What's that?
You got Halloween costume ideas yet?
Not. I don't know what we're definitely gonna dress her up as something. I don't know. Babe, do you know what you want to dress Rose as for Halloween?
Ooh.
A what? Halloween candle? Oh, Halloween's canceled. Fuck that.
No, you can make pictures. You got a baby, you make pictures.
Yeah,
get the little turkey things they put on and put it in a pan. And you guys wear aprons and pretend like you're taking her out of the oven like a turkey.
See, you're gonna be that guy that has a kid at 55. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have like some random kid, and you're gonna be so happy, and you'll have all the Halloween joy.
I'm here to brainstorm Halloween costume ideas. That's the only thing I have involved with children.
That's how it starts.
And then I give them their first sip of booze. That's what I do for the kids. That's my outreach program.
It's like you're like they always say when you're on tour in like in the country scene, never go on Willie Nelson's bus because you'll get so high and you won't know who you are. You know, like
really, that's the only threatening thing in country music.
It's the cutest one. But
these other guys are marrying / beating their underage cousins, but don't go on Willie Nelson's butts. You might smoke too much dope and have a good time.
Thanks for ruining my cute little story analogy. You're like Willie Nelson's bus, but for all the comedian kids, where it's like just don't be Kyle by yourself. He'll slip you something. He'll give you some
dress your baby like Willie Nelson.
That's a great idea.
Tiniest Willie Nelson.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
What?
My wife is hilarious. She's like, dress her like Kamala Harris.
Not racist.
Perfectly appropriate.
You can do blackface on a baby.
No.
Just tell people it was the baby's choice. Convince your kid
when you in a grown woman hair wig, though. We should do that, definitely.
She could be Nancy Pelosi.
No, God.
I have no idea why this would be funny, but have her be Bruce Willis from Die Hard, and if she's crawling by that point, just get like little air vents for her to crawl.
She looks like Bruce Willis in Die Hard. It's like the hairline.
I didn't even know. All babies.
We're gonna put her in a tank top, no shoes, jeans, and just one little handgun.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll tape up one hand from the glass. Kyle,
and tape the gun to her back. Tape the gun to
her back,
and just have her crawl around.
Yep. Teacher, her first words will be yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
You get to be Ron Silver.
Oh, I am Ron Silver.
You get to be Ron Silver.
No, not Ron. I know you're talking about. The Hans Bubby.
That guy, yeah.
The White Knight. That's not Ron Silver. They just have the same beard. No, he's like this. That actor was like the younger, better looking, like Coke dude version of Ron Silver.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Hans, what's with the gun? This is radio, not television. Come on.
Man.
I could just watch that scene. That dude is so funny in that scene. Hans, you and I, we do the same thing. It's all negotiation. See, not Ron Silver. That's Ron Silver.
That's Ron Silver.
Yeah, but they have that same like short beard.
That's what. Yeah, they look alike. So I'm not wrong.
No. You're not wrong at all. They had the same exact '80s look.
Honestly, I'm thinking just shot by shot remake of Die Hard with your child.
Just get a bunch of sugar glass. You keep tossing her through.
Oh God! Please don't eat the glass. You're taking us out of the scene. Please stop, Rose. Please stop chewing on the broken glass. It's
honey.
You're breaking character.
You need another take, babe.
She doesn't know. She won't even sit in her chair,
babe. All the neighbors, because I'm doing it with other little kids. I'm like asking to like a neighbor with like long blonde hair on their wig on their baby. Can our baby's fake fight? And then she'll hang her by it. Like
that guy,
the best.
Just what a chotch.
Oh, Heartbach Ellis, number one chotch, number one douchebag chotch of all time. If I may, you're the We do the same thing. It's all negotiation. You use a gun. I use a fountain pen. Really, what's the difference? Come on.
Oh, you do like this guy.
I love
you
him.
do like this
I
guy.
love him. I love him so much.
Hey, you know what? More coked up. Can you play it more coked up?
Can you
yes, I can.
Out? Can you coke it out just a little bit?
I want
John McClay. John, buddy, come on. They're gonna kill me. John.
Can I be the security guard? I want to be the cop.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No blackface, but I'll be the cop.
Yeah, just be that guy. Just
because he's down there eating donuts,
eating
soothsayer.
Twinkies. He's always getting Twinkies and lying about his pregnant wife. It's like, yeah, I got a pregnant wife. And the guy at the Quick Mart is like, yeah, all right.
Yellow dye number 5.
Okay. Oh, Shtick in a Box from chat had the answer. Thanks, Shtick in a Box. Hart Bachner, the best.
Oh, I'm trying hard to think of some girls for this week, man.
Well, let's bring on our special guest, our fellow young man on the, on the show.
Young Benjamin.
Bring on folks, you know him from the legendary comedy group Grawlix, from his new podcast, Grawlix Saves the World, 97.9 The Rat Race, one of my all-time favorite podcasts. I feel like that podcast is so near and dear to every comedian's heart because it perfectly copies morning radio, the shit we have to do to promote shows. And it's so on the money and it's so well done. I want to talk to him about that. Please welcome Ben Roy.
Yeah.
There he is.
And I want to go back to this real quick. I think a good knife is
a Spyderco?
important. Yeah, it's a Spyderco knife, and this one is the Volkswagen Jetta of knives. It's reliable, usually reserved for hot girls. This is super cool knife. I mean, and I'm going to tell you, sharp as hell. Sharp as hell.
What does that mean?
Spyderco, they've got the patent on this little bad boy, the little flick-a-doo. So you can flick it open with the little round hole is theirs. And they make quality products. Kyle knows. Kyle, are you a spider?
This is like if QVC was broadcast from a drainage ditch.
I'm telling you, you're going to want to, you can cut up anniversary cards you get in the mail that you're not really all that excited about. I think every person needs a good knife on them all the time. And I'm with you, Kyle. You got to protect that baby. You got a little girl at home.
It's a white one too. It's a white baby.
Well, that's a commodity in this market.
That's what I've been telling them.
I'm not keeping a knife in the fucking car.
I think you just, if you keep one and you wield it properly, it's all about how you hold it with a straight arm and look real uncomfortable
when driving. Well, yeah. 10 and 2, a knife
out the window, wave it. You'll get anywhere. Gets you to the front of every line. I mean, you can't do enough of that. Hey, I also wanted to tell you, I had a fan get a tattoo of mine, and this is great. I have a photo of it. A fan hit me up, and he was like, "Hey, I love your stand-up. I got a tattoo based on your stand-up." And I'm thinking through the 3 albums of material that I've released to try to figure out what positive thing or what like piece of wisdom he took, and he got a tattoo, and I don't know if it'll come out as good, of a pickle masturbating on his leg. That's a gherkin totally jacking itself off.
It's a jerkin.
You didn't go with jerkin.
No, because I have a bit where I say I have a tattoo of a pickle masturbating and it says gherkin it, and that's not true. I don't have that. It's making a point in the bit. And this person got it. So if they're watching, look at the detail.
It's good art. It is good art. It's grotesque.
Well, he has the presence of mind to not only see you smiling, and he's finishing. That is mid-climace.
Yeah, and I do have Kyle Kinane's name tattooed on my body.
Where?
Okay, so
let's have some context. Okay, I'll tell you. Let's have a little context first. We did the show Boast Rattle, where you're supposed to compliment each other,
Oh,
to a
right.
point, and we still
So-
kind of descended into mocking each other a little bit.
Yeah, because I don't like Kyle. And so what ended up happening, he's a piece of shit, and I am kind of his boss. Technically, I was your boss for a little while.
Why
But
does
let's
it look
not
like
get
you were starting to grow a beard and then you stood up too fast and it all just kind of fell off your face?
Yeah, you look windswept. You look like you took a little bit of werewolf serum. Just
I'd like
dab of the.
I'd like to purchase a keg of beer. That's all I ever. No, so we were doing Boast Rattle, and I go first. So I say to Kyle, I'm like, listen, your bit that you did, that bit, bean dip, that bit was groundbreaking to me. And the whole crowd laughed because it sounds like some dog shit that Kyle would write. So then we go throughout the entire show back and forth. And then I get to go last again, right before his.
But I also had to think, like, I don't have a joke about bean dip, but I might.
Yeah, he totally
That's
did.
the genius of that.
So we get to the last part. And then I told Kyle, I was like, they were like, Ben, it's your go, the last round. And I was like, I just want to say, Kyle, again, like that bean dip bit was groundbreaking. It made me want to be a comic. And I say it earnestly. And he's like, why do you keep saying that? I don't have a bit about bean dip. And I was like, you don't? And he's like, no, I do not have a. And I was like, well, that's going to make this tattoo I got on my chest a real bummer today. And it just says gruff mumbling ... bean dip Kyle Kinane. And now it's there forever.
Do you have to wear a shirt to have sex with your wife now because of that?
No, she's a huge
outside
fan.
of the multitude of other reasons.
No, she's such a big fan of yours. It's she celebrates all of your albums. So this was just a big deal to her and the whole family.
That one I was like, oh wow, okay.
Did you guys not get? I mean, Braunger, do you not have any tattoos?
No, I do.
How many do you? What do you have?
I have this. Looks
yep.
like
The Detroit Lions. Yep.
I got that.
The Detroit Lions.
Detroit. Yeah. The Braunger Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
I have a really stupid thing on my butt that I don't.
Did that hurt as bad as they say butt tattoos hurt?
It was painful.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah,
a lot of meat there.
I know, but apparently your ass getting tattooed
I'm
is
just like saving it for the joke on the special. It's like the closing joke on my special.
Like that, people will watch it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Okay, my wife's telling me I should just tell you what it is.
Yeah, just let's get Zoom shut down.
What do you think of knives? Now
Do you know Kyle?
No, Kyle, because Kyle, do you know what it is? I showed you, right? Like off.
I know the bit, and I don't think I've seen the tattoo though.
You should show him.
Oh, it just says.
You should show him. Let's get Jake's Zoom account.
No,
canceled.
don't ruin a joke. But
I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to get us kicked off
Too precious.
off of Twitch. But it says fucking assassin because this it's in Cadillac cursive because this dude. The whole joke is about this guy named Doug, and I think I'm calling my special Doug. Because the guy was exactly the guy I never wanted to end up, and we were at this resort in Anguilla in the Caribbean, and the dude every time I saw him he was trash drunk and he was like 50 something and just was like fuck that guy was 51 at least, and the guy would he went around in this boat finding out with people he asked every guy what they did for a living, and whenever they said, he'd be like, all right, like no matter what you said. So I'm just like, please don't ask me. And he finally asked me, and I go, comedian. He goes, good luck with that. And then someone else in the boat recognized me and was like, hey man, I love your specials. And then right then Doug's like, who are you? And
yeah.
Every time I saw Doug, he just yelled in my face, this guy's a fucking assassin. And so Kara and I, every time we went to San Francisco, you'd have a couple of drinks and Kara would be like, let's get butt tattoos. And I always pussed out. I was always the fucking sissy. And this time before last, where right before we're getting married, I'm like, as a sign of commitment, let's fucking get butt tattoos. And I'm gonna get the dumbest one I can imagine.
So your wife got a butt tattoo too?
Hers just says shh, because that's what she said to me when I proposed. True story. She's got shh on her butt, and I have huge fucking assassin. Like,
how
to the
big
point where,
is this? I mean, I mean,
over both cheeks?
No, just over the top of one.
Just flash it a little bit.
Here, let me see if I can get it in the camera.
If you get it close enough, nobody will know it's a.
See?
Oh my God! Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes,
good.
yes.
That's a
Yes,
good little
yes,
sass.
yes.
That's.
Yeah.
That's
And it, to the point where we went to the only one, this one in the Haight that was open like till 1 a.m.
yeah,
And
the good ones.
there's a guy, the guy worked there like smoking a joint, like watching the guy tat it and going, oh, like I saw his face in the mirror. Like that's when you know it's a good tattoo, when the dude is watching it going, Jesus.
Those are the best tattoos.
Yeah.
Like I have a whole bit about that. I've talked about. I fucking hate when like this culture of like every tattoo has to fucking mean something. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Missing the point. It's like when people are like, oh, I just haven't found what I want on my body for my whole life. I'm like, yeah, neither have I.
No,
That's why that's my new joke is about how every tattoo of mine should just say, "Don't worry, buddy, the next one will be cool."
Yeah, you all know. I mean, I have like the misspelled one, and I have like a bunch of these like cheap ones for like Friday the 13th, where I just went into the shop and was like, that one.
They're doing their they're
nice
$20 specials. At least you got my name spelled right. I do appreciate that. You could have really gone it hard in the paint on the joke and spelled my name
so the
wrong
artist, it was the shop that's like right in Los Feliz. It's like it's that shop that's like right across from Umami Burger or whatever. And
oh yeah, right on Hollywood. Across from Tobacco.
And I went in and he goes, oh, I know Kyle Kinane is. And he's like, what? You a big fan of his? I don't know. He goes, I don't know if I know his bean dip joke.
What is it? You could have convinced him that it was real and really gotten in the mood for the show.
He loved you.
Perfect.
He was so excited. And when I said, no, I don't think it's a joke. I mean, it's close enough because I think you do one on like, I love your Hormel chili bit and stuff like, you know, like you just have, I mean, it just sounds like you'd write a bit about bean dip. I don't know.
It's like how you could write an AC/DC song and they wouldn't be sure if it's one of their songs.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's perfect. Or the Ramones.
Yeah.
You know, for the Grolic Saves the World, I wrote an AC/DC song. I'll have to send it to you guys.
Oh, please.
I wrote it. It's called Shortcomings, and it's about a and it's about a tiny little guy trying to get with a really tall girl.
Reaching for the top, trying to dunk on them hoops.
Oh, yeah. It was like, shortcomings. You ain't tall enough to ride this ride. And that's exactly the whole song.
And it's always
let me slide underneath. Let me check your chassis.
It's a junior high level
yeah.
of sexuality.
Yeah. It's the innuendo. It's like, if you're like, well, chassis, that people will not, no. That's too hard. You got to go lower than that.
Like, not only he's talking about, he's small, like shortcomings. So
yes,
the entire band is like, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a triple entendre. Yeah,
it's so stupid.
It's about sex, or it's about rocking, or it's about both of those things happening at the same time.
Oh man, and it's still good. And the problem is that I fucking love all of it, even though it's terrible.
I mean, "Shot Down in Flames" is such an amazing song. But he's like, I said, hey baby, what's the going price? She told me to go to hell. Like, well, yeah. What's the going price? Don't say that to someone.
Well, there's some people that are so entrenched in the idea of paying for the services of a woman that they don't realize that some of them are not employed by that particular career choice.
And you're right. And to my point before, they're really dumb. He maybe thought that was
one of my old bands. We used to cover "If You Want Blood," and people, that song, people went fucking mental for. And it's such a good fucking, people hear that.
I was wondering. We're
criminal.
We got ass and we got copyright infringement in the show.
No, I mean, we all went right into that. And you know that when that riff is playing, Angus is like mouth wide open,
But also for anybody trying to learn music outside of the guitar stalls, which are still blues based and you can figure out, you can learn every part of that song within 2 or 3 weeks of picking up the instrument.
Masters.
Whatever guitar, drums you want to play. Listen to Runaway Train or whatever, Black Ice, or their new stuff, which sounds like their old stuff, which is what you want it to sound like because it's AC/DC.
Never get bored with that sound. Like
you want to hear an acoustic AC/DC song? No,
all they do is, and it's the thing.
Their moment of hungover introspection.
Yeah. You know what? You remember there was a band touring for a while. I don't know if they're still playing or not. They're a fantastic psychedelic band called the Black Angels. I remember when I heard that the band was called the Black Angels, I remember being like, no one's taken the name the Black Angels before now. Like, that's like the best fucking band.
Thousands have, but they just didn't get a deal.
Exactly. Their riffs are like that. Like, how did no one think of the greatest? Like, they're so simple. They're almost like on the tip of your tongue. It's just like, and you're like, that's so simple. It's brilliant. Like,
also, Bon Scott's death on his death certificate just says died by misadventure.
That's how Bon Scott dies.
If you're gonna check out, well, there's adventures, and then there's some that don't go so well.
But knowing them, it was MISS adventures.
That's one of the Brian Johnson songs in tribute. Death by Misadventure sounds like the rope bridge collapsed when you were running across a canyon after you stole an idol from some villagers. That's what Death by Misadventure sounds like.
Yeah.
What happened? The parachute went up in flames.
But it could also be that you got your head caught in the windmill at a mini golf center. You know what I mean? And because you were
I just love the open-endedness of it. Oh, we got a guest.
There's a person here.
We got a guest.
Aaron from Milwaukee.
I'll handle security since I know Matt's not on it.
Let's do it. Yeah. So you got that knife ready.
Yeah. Bring him on.
Dangerous. All right.
Yeah.
Aaron, what's happening, man?
Look out, buddy.
Look at the point is right in the camera.
I don't like that.
Please.
It is kind of making us all uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's kind of
Not put it away, but you see what it did.
Hey, Ben, some of us are on drugs. Okay. I know you're sober. Take it easy.
Hey,
Ben's
girl.
hey girl. Ben's like somebody's kid that they don't discipline. Hey girl.
Hey girl. Hey, whatever.
Like somebody's kid who's like petting the cat way too hard and like,
Aaron, you look like you're in a trophy room. This is really cool. Like,
I'm in my Minnesota basement.
What's happening?
Very cool. What are on are those family pictures? They look like almost like concert posters or something.
That's Aaron Rodgers, and then a bunch of Packer stuff.
All right.
Oh, what?
Right on.
And a bunch of memorabilia stuff everywhere.
Oh,
yeah.
you got some fandom happening.
This is
and
cool.
you got a professional setup there. You podcasting otherwise?
Well, we moved here like 3 years ago, and I never got to design a basement. So we're like, I got to do it. So let's just do it.
That's
So
great,
what happened.
man. You have a family?
Yeah, wife and 2 kids who she's putting the kids in a bath and to bed right now.
Oh,
Right
okay. So,
on.
Well, yeah,
so
you're
your
in
kids,
Midwest time. You got
yeah.
8 o'clock.
So your kids
Yeah.
are in high school like mine. I know how that is. You gotta put the teenagers in the
His wife's
bath.
putting a
6 and
teenage children
3.
in a bath
Yeah,
together,
so close.
Mom, I'm dirty. Scrub it. Scrub it.
closing them down in the driveway.
Something about your voice, the tone of your voice going, scrub it. Come on. scrub it. So 6 and 3,
Yes.
a boy and girl, 2 girls.
2 boys. 2 crazy
Ah.
boys. Atticus and Brecken.
Mm.
Oh, cool names.
Man.
And
Good
Matt,
names.
congrats to you too.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. I'm happy to join the club. Ben has a 27-year-old and Jake has a 39-year-old, but it's great.
Actually, Jake's my dad. I figured it's time to come out. Jake.
Pretty excited.
That's
We got a
actually my dad.
parole hearing this week, and
Nice.
Come on.
hoping to hug the big guy in person this week. But
Aaron, you're where are you at? You're in Milwaukee.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Okay.
Yes. 3 years ago, I'm from Milwaukee originally. And you guys did a mailbag question last week or during the week that said, what was better, Milwaukee or Chicago?
Oh, yeah.
That
That's
was
right.
my question. And the context, I didn't want to start beef.
No, that's cool.
I love both cities. Chicago is like University of Madison, and then Milwaukee is like community college. But I love Milwaukee. But
That
and I
was
know
my.
And
yeah.
Kyle, I know you go there, and I've seen you there 3 times. So I know you guys go back and forth and stuff. So
Yeah.
I was just wondering and I think you guys broke it down like great, saying if you're an old drunk or just really like food, Milwaukee's the place to go or
Yeah.
retire.
And it's like even if you're not, it's kind of like it's more like a mellow person's like speed.
Oh yeah,
I think.
totally. Yes.
Chicago's just obviously a way bigger city, but Milwaukee is a really fun, big city.
yeah, Milwaukee's a big ass city, though.
It is a huge city.
It's not.
It's
I
like
mean, compared to Chicago, it's not. But
it's a cheaper version of Chicago. I remember going to Chicago. I was in college in Whitewater, which is like just south of Madison, and we would go to Chicago for parties. And I remember we went there like college time when Red Bull was new, Red Bull vodka or Red Bull Jameson was new.
Red Bull and whatever you wanted to put in it was new.
Yeah. And the bartender actually didn't know in Chicago how to charge us. And he's like, I guess it's $8 for the Red Bull and like 10 for the drink. And we're like, okay. Like, sure. So,
Okay, you fucking psychos. I'm gonna put some preventative pricing in here because it seems like it could be dangerous. And I don't want you to be able to afford more than 3 of these tonight.
Well, that's because
let's
that's because Red Bull didn't so much. There was nobody selling Red Bull at first. It was just being launched out of a moving vehicle at bars as it drove by at first.
Yeah.
And they were like,
with wigs.
good on them for putting it in the little cans. We're like, this stuff must work. They can't even give you a whole can. It's tiny because of how strong it is. It's
And
basically an IV is what it is.
The last day of design, one guy was like, let's make it look like the shell of a howitzer. Like the largest canister bullet you can have.
yeah,
Just the thing you do.
I didn't know what it was at first. So I have panic attacks, bad panic attacks, and I was an alcoholic too. So
this is up your alley. It's a drink.
Yeah,
it really messes with your nerves.
It made me emotionally unstable on the liquid that made me emotionally unstable. So one night I was just pounding Red Bulls and Jaeger like
bombs,
just crushing them. And by like the 5th one, I was like, wow, my heart's racing. Yeah, my jaw's tight. And I was convinced I'd been dosed, but then somebody was like, no, that's Red Bull.
That's natural.
Yeah.
It's doing what you asked it to. Yeah. I mean, I have a bit about
you're in the middle of a human centipede right now. That's all.
I have a bit called Quiet Jaeger Bomb, and routinely, almost like every week or two, I get someone with a picture. I'm having one, and it's like, no, the joke is don't. Like, what are you doing, man?
I love when pop culture like that goes, like the amount of times I've heard that song by Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats, that son of a bitch song.
Oh yeah, sure.
Get me a drink.
Give me a drink. Yeah.
And people are like, it's at bars playing and things like that. He's literally talking about DTs and about how this addiction is killing him.
Yeah.
He won't live much longer. And we're like
how,
I don't know. I didn't hear what he was saying.
The chorus is all that counts, man.
like how many bars in America are called Gatsby's? Like, have you read the book, The Great Gatsby?
Yeah. I've never thought
alcohol
about
is his ruination. It's not. He's just trying to get this woman's attention. He didn't even like to party. Like, come on.
Well, yeah, that'd be like who was the guy the author that shot his wife while trying to shoot something off her head?
Oh, William S. Burroughs.
Yeah, that'd be like calling a shooting range like Burroughs or something. You know,
Burroughs missed the apple.
The apple orchard. Burroughs apple orchard.
Yeah.
Great for dates.
I'll take a picture with you. Put your head in the thing where there's an apple.
It'd be worth it calling your place of business like Burroughs, William S. Burroughs apple shots, just to see if anyone gets it. Like, oh, what?
I didn't. To be honest,
Adam, I think Kyle's next album should be it should just be called The Chorus Is All That Matters. Just with
nobody pays attention to the verse anyway. Come on, man.
Fuck it.
Why are you wasting time writing lyrics? Just focus on the part that people like to sing along to. Hey, Aaron, what's your most prized piece of memorabilia in that room you're in right now?
Oh,
it's frozen or it's stuck? Okay.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Probably one of my dad's favorite pieces. It's a 500 club.
Oh, right on.
So it's like Hank Aaron, Ted Williams, Mickey Mantle, all the guys that hit 500 home runs.
Holy shit. Are they signed?
Yeah, it's all signed.
And you're telling me only one of them has their head frozen.
Real quick. Aaron, what is your address? And
don't give it to Ben. He's got a knife.
No.
You started this conversation with a scary knife.
Just 1 second. I'm just going to carve it into my table. And are you both daytime workers? What shifts do you normally work?
We're normally here. Like,
do the kids sleep well at night, or are they light sleepers? What's going on out there?
The little one will scare you, but he's good.
No, that's amazing. I'm a huge baseball fan, and that has to be worth a little bit of money.
My dad, yeah. So my dad he retired and then bought a baseball card shop because he was bored in retirement. So he's like, I'll go in with you, because I was in high school with like baseball cards and I was collecting all that stuff. So he kind of did that just to kill time, and so a bunch of pieces he got over time, and then once he passed, then I kind of got stuck with a ton of stuff. So
what a cool project.
Aaron, did you being close enough to Chicago, did you hear it was like early 90s about the kid who like bought a baseball card? It was some rookie card he went in, and like the person running the shop, it was like the wife or somebody, and they're like, oh, I guess it's $12, and it was really like a $1,200 card.
That's like a legendary. Yeah, I don't remember the card though.
It was probably Ken Griffey Jr.
I don't know if it was Ken Griffey Jr. or something, but I went to high school. That was the kid I went to high school with.
Cool.
And the real story was that when the woman showed it to him, he just put a dot on the price tag, so it was $12 instead of $1,200.
What?
And they went to court. They went to court with it and everything. That was Addison, Illinois is known for very few things.
I know Addison, Illinois. Yes.
You do?
Yeah, I'm from Franklin, Wisconsin. So like I'm kind of by Kenosha, and like I grew up south of Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah, my shithole suburb is known for the kid who ripped off the baseball card shop.
Man, I like Milwaukee.
A weird murder that happened at a place that somebody sliced a baby out of a womb, and all that like Domino's and Pizza Hut wouldn't deliver pizzas there because they couldn't cover the insurance, but our place would go. We would deliver.
You make
there.
fun of it, both of you, but like growing up, like on the East Coast, like Milwaukee and Chicago's punk and hardcore scene, there was so much good music coming out of that area. I mean, Milwaukee had this
Bayview, yeah,
amazing-
Bayview has a lot of good clubs. As far as
Yeah.
like the Cactus Club is
Mhm.
awesome for punk scene in Milwaukee. Like,
yeah, man.
Well, I don't deny
love-
the music. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just talking about my hometown specifically and the weird shit that went on. Nolan Ryan, Jake Browne,
Oh.
Nolan Ryan rookie card. I
Yeah,
believe it was a Nolan Ryan rookie card.
that
There's a-
reminds me of like my dad ran an auction, like a huge auction, and there was a silent auction, and he put us stupid kids, me and my high school buddies, in charge of the silent auction. So like as soon as the time ran out, we'd grab all the papers to say, "Yep, it's done."
Yeah,
And my buddy was a huge Barry Sanders fan, and there's a Barry Sanders autograph. I blocked it. So he would put down like $12, and then I would just stand there as soon as the time. I'm like, "Yep."
man, this memorabilia scene is really cutthroat. I mean, you
Cutthroat.
got O.J. Simpson coming in there trying to rob people who robbed
There's
him or what happened.
an amazing documentary about baseball cards. And this
There is.
guy, this kid's dad owned and it's basically about them flooding the market with Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards because
Right,
it was essentially like printing money at that time.
Yeah,
And they made so many that they caused inflation of their own product where it devalued its own product because they printed so many Ken Griffey
oh, they
Jr.
just made counterfeit ones.
No, they were like the Tops or whoever was
They
printing.
got him. I think
Yeah.
Upper Deck was the big one from what
Upper
I remember
Deck,
in my childhood.
yeah.
I think it was Upper Deck.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were printing. They just started printing them because they were so valuable.
I love low range criminality stories. I love that kind of like not millions of dollars, but just real
Couple
low
thousand.
stakes.
Yeah,
I've told a story. I hate. I think my mom might be watching. My mom used to know a guy at bingo who would sell garbage bags of losing scratch off tickets, so that if you won money at bingo, if you could prove that you spent more money gambling than you won, it like would mess with the taxes. So this guy would sell garbage
Sarah's
bags
going,
of
yep.
yeah. Okay, yeah, she knows. She's East Coast. But yeah, so he would sell all his old losing lottery tickets so you could buy a bag of them. Like if you won like $1,500 at bingo, you could buy a $20 bag of losing lotto tickets
It's
to
just
like fuck with the taxes.
it's finding a demand. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's like
I
going,
love that.
that's like going to the dog track and like picking up all the tickets. The losing
Yeah,
tickets.
exactly.
that
Exactly.
it's
Like collecting those
amazing.
for taxes.
It's an even trashier version of selling your own clean urine. Like it's like, my urine's dirty, but I can sell you this bag of just dud scratch offs. Like that
I
guy.
think the
who's-
urine's trashier. I think the urine's
like-
trashier.
I like
know.
I
There
like
is human waste involved there.
I like the guy who had to find a new hustle because now his urine's dirty. Like, look, I fell off the wagon. I can't. Like all these guys who were depending on him were like, "Come on, man, I'm gonna lose my job. I need that bag of piss.
It
You
just-
got loaded? God damn it!
It's not that dirty.
It even tells you that
I had a couple Red Bull and James.
that
I'm dehydrated.
there's even a market like a market in capitalism for somebody who has perennially bad luck. Like even then you can make money. Like I lose on every scratch ticket, but I can still turn a profit off.
That's awesome.
I like people just getting around it. I like the stories again. It's a victimless crime.
Speaking of stuff, I
Tax fraud, victimless crime.
we like.
Glad I said that on Zoom.
Couple-
I'm glad China recorded this and can blackmail me.
Thank you,
with
China.
it, what need be.
couple donations. New favorite donor name, Matt Braunger rookie card, $10. The worst player ever, the least valuable card, but thank you for donating. GVC, $10. Thank you. Annie Harrington, what's up? $10.
Yeah.
Boy crazy for Ben, $5.
Boy,
All right.
crazy. Thank you. And I will say this, you guys were talking, Elevating Connections is amazing. And
Oh, yeah.
thank you for people for asking to like what cause they take. Yeah, that Kyle got it. That basically in Colorado, or I don't know if it's nationwide, you can separate siblings when they go into foster care, even
Yeah.
if they're twins. You can separate twins and put them in separate homes. And
Jeez.
they're often not able to see each
That's-
other So
Gross,
elevating connections, plans, connecting events throughout the year, including summer camp during the summer, where they bring those siblings together and they have them hang out and they spend the day as actual kids getting to play games and stuff. And they're amazing people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
So,
good.
my wife is a social worker or going to school to be a social worker, and she works with them and they're fantastic. So all of you who donated, you fucking rule. So
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hell yeah. Chunk of change.
Appreciate that. And dude, before we go, Ben, I got to talk about the rat race for a second. Because
Aaron, are you familiar with
the rat race?
Yes, go. I'm listening. Yes.
It's just no, but you know what we're talking about, Ben?
I do. Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's just for all of us who have severe PTSD of morning shows, where there's a guy, you know, crazy Jake, and another guy named like Ron the Animal, and a woman who she makes a living being permanently disenfranchised.
yeah.
Coffee bitch coming in with the weather.
Yeah.
Haha, guys. Okay, so yeah, it's just like
yeah, it's first, like, Matt, you've like been an amazing champion of it, and thank you for like saying, so like hyping it.
So funny, man.
Yeah, and it was cool. Like, yeah, it was honestly a gag I used to play on my wife. I would wake her up in the morning and I would film myself with my camera to the side, and she'd be asleep, and then I'd just be like 97.9, the rat race. Your course on with Donnie D in the morning. That was Gloria Esteban. So I would just do this.
Turn
and she
the
would
beat around.
Turn the beat around. It's 31 till 15 past 14 till the hour, and a beautiful morning out there in the metro area. So I started doing that, and then I remember on set, on those who can't, Rory was like, "You have to do this as a podcast." So yeah, like Chris Mars, who's a fantastic writer and comedic actor, and myself and Beth Hoyt, who Beth, if nobody knows, is one of the funniest people on the planet. And so we work with the Nix brothers and all things comedy to make.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
So the Nix bros produced the whole thing, and they're amazing people. I remember the Nix, my favorite Nix bros video, and I'll stop ranting in a minute, that they've done is you and fucking Funches.
The mushrooms cooking show.
The mushrooms cooking show is so fucking funny. If anybody goes and searches this video of these two cooking on mushrooms,
they did it. They did such a great job.
You two were so funny. At one point, the camera just pans to you and you go, blah, 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 blah. Like you, it's garbage that comes out of your mouth, and it's so funny.
Were you legit tripping on the show?
No, it was a bit. It was a bit. Yeah. But it was kind of like Ron, because Ron, it's like Cooking with Funches. Ron did this show, and we were and that was like, our episode was like, because it was in Denver, and we did it during the High Plains Festival. So it was like,
oh my God, the two of them just losing their shit. It was so funny. But
it was, that was great.
But I appreciate you hyping 97.9, the rat race. And it's
so good, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And it's fun. It's super awesome. So
it's great. So we got Rat Tank, $10, Red Army Sue, $3. All right, cool name. Moon Calf Magic, $10. All right, looks like we're at our end. Aaron, anything you want to share with the Hey Girl Nation?
Hey,
the sorority. Let's call it the sorority.
Ooh, girl, no, thank you guys.
The bro-rority.
Ooh, girls, thank you guys for making this quarantine with my children. Every day I listen and watch you guys is great. So
I appreciate it. I'm glad you have a sweet basement.
Yes.
For the upcoming winter. I'm glad you got a sweet Midwestern basement to kick it in.
Mm-hmm.
If you come up to Acme Studios, come on over, we'll hang out. I got a new arcade thing that we can play, and so if you ever come up to Acme Comedy,
oh fuck, I miss it.
Eventually.
I love it. I miss all that. I miss that club. I miss even the one in Mall of America. I just miss comedy.
Even the one in Mall of America.
It's so it's the worst place for comedy. But I just saw Big J there, and then Shane Gillis is going to be there soon. But
it's just doing shows.
But it's a bad room. It's not a good room.
No, I know. It's like
Acme is.
But But Minneapolis is such a sick town to play. You're just like,
No, Acme Comedy Club's awesome. It's like it's perfect. And then
no, but it's always the thing. If you can't get an Acme, you do that one in the mall. Like comedy crowds in Minneapolis are so good.
I love that town.
No, it's
If you guys are out here, I'll see you obviously, but keep doing what you're doing. Love you guys and hilarious.
You too, man.
And
thanks,
gets
Aaron.
me through every week, so we're good.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Aaron. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, brother. Cheers to you,
Cheers,
man.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Be well.
Bye, girls.
Right on. Hey, girls.
Bye, girl. Benjamin. Oh, there's the music.
So are we out?
Oh, I was gonna say bye to Ben too, but we got the Jake cut us off.
Yeah. No,
Jake, don't do that to Ben. He's got a knife. Ben's got a knife. I know he can. Look at him.